The agency landscape is changing. The old ways of relying on word of mouth, referrals, cold outreach, and hoping clients magically find you are just no longer enough. The market is becoming more competitive, with new agencies popping up every day, making it harder and harder to stand out. And on top of that, traditional marketing methods like Facebook ads and Instagram are becoming increasingly expensive, and the ROI simply isn't what it used to be. So does this mean it's the end of running a profitable agency? Absolutely not. It just means the way you attract clients has to evolve. And in this video, I'm going to share the new way to get agency clients in 2025. A method that's working right now to consistently bring in highly qualified clients who are excited to work with you. So if you're tired of chasing leads or guessing what works, this proven approach will completely change the way you grow your agency. Let's dive in. All right, let's talk about the old way of getting agency clients. Remember when it was all about sending out those fancy proposals and slide decks? Well, I hate to break it to you, but those days are pretty much over. But what if I told you there's a way to flip the script, a way to have clients coming to you ready to pay for your expertise before you even hop on a call with them? Well, there is, and we call them digital roadmaps. Now you might be thinking, hold up, who's going to pay for something they used to get for free? Well, we've taught this strategy to hundreds of agency owners, and they're charging anywhere from $500 to $5,000 for these roadmaps. And yes, clients are actually happy to pay. So what's going on here exactly? Why are clients suddenly willing to shell out cash for something they used to get for free? It all comes down to how we're positioning it. It's not a consultation anymore, it's a valuable deliverable. When a client pays for a digital roadmap, they're not just buying your time, they're investing in a strategic plan for their business. Let me break it down for you and keep this really simple. When someone invests money in something, they're more likely to take it seriously. They've got skin in the game. It's like when you buy a gym membership, you're more likely to actually go to the gym because you've already paid for it, right? It's the same thing here. When a client pays for a roadmap, they're more committed to the process. And the agencies using this method aren't just getting paid for these roadmaps, they're seeing an 85% conversion rate from roadmap to long-term client. That means for every 10 roadmaps they sell, 8 or 9 of those turn into big, juicy, ongoing recurring revenue packages. And think about it. How much time do you spend on free calls that go nowhere? How many proposals do you send out that just disappear into the ether? With this method, you're not just saving time, you're actually getting paid for the work you're already doing. And more importantly, you're setting yourself up as an expert from the very beginning. Now be aware, this is an advanced strategy for agency owners who already have some authority, case studies, and skin in the game. So if you started your agency last week, this might not work for you. So assuming you're above that threshold and you're ready to try the digital roadmap approach, how do you actually create an offer that sells? Well, let's talk about pricing to begin with. Remember, this isn't just an hour of your time, it's years of expertise condensed into a plan. I've seen agencies start at $500 and quickly move up to $1,200, $1,500, and $5,000 as they refine their process. The key is to make your roadmap so valuable that even if they don't hire you, they still feel it was worth every penny. And here's something that might surprise you. Consider offering a money-back guarantee. I know that sounds scary, but think about it. If your roadmap is as good as you say it is, you won't have to worry about refunds, and it makes it so much easier for clients to say yes. Also, almost no one will ever ask for a refund. Remember, the goal here isn't just to make a quick buck, it's about changing the entire dynamic of the client relationship. And when you do this right, you're not just another agency trying to sell them services, you become a trusted advisor, someone they look to for guidance and expertise. Coming up with an offer is great, but if you don't know how to sell to prospects, then nothing matters. So how do you sell them on a digital roadmap? Well, here's where the pitch comes in. You want to focus on the value they're getting. Don't just tell them what you're going to do, show them how it's going to transform their business. Use case studies from other clients who've seen success with your roadmaps. Now, here's something that might surprise you. The secret isn't in your sales pitch, it's actually in the questions you ask. I want to share with you a little trick I call the circuit breaker question. Simply ask them, can you send me your current digital strategy? Sounds simple, right? But here's why it works so well, because 99% of the time, they don't have a digital strategy. And just like that, you've positioned yourself as the expert they need. They know they should have a digital strategy, but they don't have one. I want to show you another technique that's been working really well for our clients, and we call it the roadmap credit. Here's how it works. You say to the prospect, if you decide to work with us after the roadmap, we'll credit the cost towards your first month of working with us. It's a no-brainer for them because it takes away the risk. Now let's talk about what actually goes into the digital roadmap. Because you're not just about slapping together a few recommendations and calling it a day, there's a specific format that the most successful agencies are using, and it's making all the difference. You want to start with a comprehensive analysis of their current situation. This means looking at their website, their social media, their marketing efforts, everything. But here's the key. You're not just pointing out what's wrong, you're showing them opportunities they might be missing out on. You need to provide actionable steps that they can take with or without you. This is where we lay out exactly what needs to happen month by month. This is super important because it shows that you're not just trying to sell them on your services, that you're genuinely trying to help them improve their business and get closer to their goals. This is where we give them things they can implement right away for fast results. And when they see those results, they can't wait to work with you more. goal. Lastly, a pro tip is to include a section on potential ROI. Show them the money they're leaving on the table, and this is where you can really grab their attention. When you can show a client that they could be making an extra $100,000 a year with just a few changes, suddenly that $2,000 roadmap fee doesn't seem so big. Now, obviously, once you've sold and delivered the roadmap, the ultimate goal is to upsell them to your recurring offer. On average, as I said, agencies in our program are now converting 85% of their roadmap clients into long-term recurring revenue packages. That means for every 10 roadmaps they sell, they're landing 8 or 9 of them, which is huge. You only get these types of results if your upsell process is dialed in. This is where most agencies drop the ball. They hand over this incredible document and then they wait for the client to make the next move. But here's the thing, even with a great roadmap, clients often struggle with the implementation. And this is actually your golden opportunity. The key is to scheduling what we call a next steps call before you even deliver the roadmap. It's all about keeping the momentum going. Think about it. Your client's excited about all these new ideas and you don't want that excitement to fizzle out. Now, when you're presenting the roadmap, pay close attention to their reactions. What gets them excited? What makes them a bit nervous? This is your valuable intel for your next move. On that next steps call, start with a simple question. What part of the roadmap are you most excited to implement first? This gets them thinking about action, not just ideas. And then hit them with the value bomb. What if we could implement this entire roadmap for you over the next 6 months? This is where you introduce your implementation package. The great thing is this will be a custom plan based on their roadmap. You're basically saying, remember all these awesome ideas we talked about? Let's make them happen. By tying your ongoing services directly to the roadmap that they've already bought into, closing becomes almost effortless. It's like you're not even selling anymore. You're just continuing the journey that you've already started together. So that's the new way to get agency clients in 2025. I actually have a full course that teaches literally everything you need to know to scale an agency to 7 figures in 2025. So click on the video on the screen and go watch that. Hey, if you learned something from this video, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm Troy Dean. Let's get to work.